ducking till we finally shine. Indeed, I keep them ducking, baby, time after time. I said, ain't nothing but my grind on my mind. See, we started with nothing, then we climbed, and we gonna keep ducking till we finally shine. Indeed, I keep them ducking, baby, time after time. I said it's getting hotter out that flame I came. They try to stop me, straight up block me through that pain I've gained. A newer way, pursue my race. Look, I don't cry no more. I just load up my mind and let my grind go show. Cause I'm locked in every single day.
What up, y'all?
Focused all the way, man, I'm locked in. From the time I wake, I be locked in. I don't need no break. Okay. Let's play. Sorry, ain't no conforming. They'll know when I come for them. They don't know what I'm forming. They get low while I'm soaring. Ain't nothing about abnormal. No, he abnormal. Bad for you, ask for who doubts I shout. I'm asked for you. No debate, I flow grade 8. Luckily, they with me now. Sit back, watch a procreate. I spit raps that'll glow through hate. Stay focused on your biz and don't you ever focus. Stay focused on your biz and don't you ever focus. I'm locked in every single day. I be locked in. Focused all the way, man. I'm locked in. From the time I wake, I be locked in. I don't need no break. Okay. Let's play. Okay. Let's play.
What up? Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back to Sip the Taylor Films. I'm your host, Coach Evans. And today we're going to take a look at some interesting decisions that will be made in the next couple of weeks. And mainly by EDC and the draft team that he has, his scouts, whoever else will be involved in making a decision. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to give the flock, the flock as a whole, specifically our sippers, some names and some potential prospects that EDC should maybe considering picking up. And we're going to look at what some people consider our needs. Then we're going to look at some players that would fit those needs and where they should be picked. Now we have pick 14, pick 45, and pick 80. So what I did was I gave you somebody that we could take in the first round at the position, somebody that we could take in the second round at the position, and maybe somebody we could take in the third round at the position. Now, every position of need that I'm going to present to you here in a minute don't have a, let's just say for an example, say we need the quarterback. Just say we need a quarterback. And we picked at 14. If there was not a viable quarterback option at 14, that wouldn't be like a reach. I just didn't give us a option at 14. So if there's like somebody on this list that, a position on this list that we need, but there's not a viable option in that range, I just skip that round because I'm not going to reach for a person. That makes sense? I hope it do. So before we get into that, let's say what's up to everybody that came in and said hello. First in was, I can't see the first one. I know I was sitting here when it was typed, but here it is. From Tiffany. She said, good evening, coach and everyone. EDC better do his job. I agree. Next was Blitzbacker. Said, let's go. Cam was in here. Ravenville, habitual line stepper. Donovan, Stacy, Jose was good. Shelly Shell, appreciate you for coming through and keep your eyes on the road. Appreciate you listening while driving. I appreciate it. 86 Ghosts. Osman says EDC's actions in the next couple of months will decide whether the next season will be a success. And I agree. Will Shea say made it on time. Hey, I appreciate you, Will. Appreciate you, Will. That way you ain't got to get one of these. Oh, I ain't got no what's called on. Hold on. That way, Will, you don't get one of these right here.
Better late than never, but never late is better.
Because you was on time. You was on time. What up, Trav? Chris? Hey, Chris. Let's see. Famous guy, appreciate you. Chef. William Hunter. Malik. And I think that's it. For the time being. That's it for the time being. The rest of them, they'll make their way in as we get started. So let's get into, what I have planned for you today. Let me get this off. Appreciate you. Let me get this off. Let's go to this. All right. So the article I found, and I'm gonna read to you what it says. It basically said what we needed. It says we need an interior offensive line. It say all 3 spots could be up for grabs if Linderbaum gets poached, as he is likely to get priced out of the Ravens' price range if he makes it to the open market. Second, they say we need pass rushers. Well, I say second, but not in no particular order. They just say these are the positions of needs. Pass rusher, regardless of what happens in free agency, they need to build a stable of interior defensive linemen and outside linebackers. All right, so with pass rushers, I got edge guys, but I put the interior guys on the bottom. Because there is a position on this list that I just refuse to go look up. And you'll see it once I get to the bottom of this list. So I put interior defensive lineman at the bottom. All right, next, tight end. Say since we have 3 pending free agents, actually we got, Mark's not pending. There's only a chance for one or none of them to return, but we know who's coming back. Mark's coming back. And then wide receiver. We don't really know what we got with Bateman, what he's doing, or is he going to be viable, or is he going down the cliff, or we don't know. But it could emerge as a bigger need if they move on from Bateman this offseason, and if they don't add a notable veteran to replace him, or at least bolster depth. Then you got cornerback. A team can never have enough cornerbacks, especially if they move on from 4-time Pro Bowler Marlon Humphreys, or don't bring back veteran Chidobe Awuzie. And then the bottom one was safety. I just didn't want to touch safety. Sue me. I just didn't want to touch safety. So I replaced safety with interior defensive lineman. And that's what we got. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to go through first. We're going to start with interior offensive lineman. And you guys can put it in the comment section if you agree with me or not about these players that I have fitting these spots. Okay. So first is interior offensive lineman. In the first round, I figure we can take Ione at 14. Agree or disagree? Ione at 14. These are some numbers for Ione right here from PFF. His overall grade last year was 80. Played in 11 games, 614 snaps. Didn't give up a sack. Didn't give up a hit. Gave up 4 hurries. And you see his run block grade was 78. Pass block grade was 87. Zone run, he was 72. Gap run, he was 73. And then true pass block was 90. And myself and Chris and Mike, we talked about Vega at length on I think the first episode of Draft Junkies. So if you want to go and find that, it will be season 2, episode 1 of Draft Junkies. And that's where we at. Now I see a bunch of y'all agreeing with this one. All right. So that's the only interior offensive lineman in the first round that I think we have a shot of getting at 14. Now, you go to the second round. There are 2 names that I like in the second round. First one, Emmanuel Pregnon from Oregon. Thumbs up if you like this one. If you like Emmanuel Pregnon in the second round from Oregon. Some stats for Pregnon. Overall grade, 86.7. Played in 15 games this year, 910 snaps. I gave up 1 sack, 2 quarterback hits, and 2 hurries. As far as his grades, 85.8 run block grade, 88.1 pass block. Running zone plays, he was 93. Running gap plays, he was 69, which kind of fits what we do as the Ravens. And then his true pass set grade was 85.1. Pregnon was also part of that first Draft Junkies episode we did. He was part of that episode as well. So he's somebody on there as well. All right. And the second second round pick that could be an option for us. Chase Besantis from Texas A&M, guard from Texas A&M. What up, Mr. Luke? How you doing? What up, Ed? Steve-O? Big Reg? Rave? What's good? Bucko Beasley? Appreciate y'all. But Chase Besantis, guard from Texas A&M, 2025 grades. His overall grade was only 62.4. Played in 13 games, 795 snaps. He gave up 1 sack, 3 quarterback hits, and 8 hurries. His run block grade wasn't very good in my eyes, 62.7. Pass block grade was better at 70.7. Against the zone or gap, both grades were subpar, so to speak. Then his true pass set grade was 66.5. Thumbs up or down on Besantis. All right, so I also got a third round option for us. The third round option is Keelan Rutledge from Georgia Tech. Rutledge from Georgia Tech. So, grades for Rutledge. I'm sorry, my bad. Didn't mean to do that. A lot of jumping around here. Overall grade, he was 76.7. Played in 13 games, 872 snaps, no sacks, 2 quarterback hits, 4 hurries. That's what he gave up in 2025. That's what he gave up. As far as his run block grade, 76.8. Pass block was 78. Versus zone, he was 77. Well, running zone plays, he was 77. Running gap plays, he was 71. Then his true pass set grade is 84.6. So if you don't know what true pass set grade is, that is, they take out RPOs, they take out play action, they take out scrambles, they take out everything but basically hike, drop back, 3 to 4 seconds, throw the ball. Everything else is out of there. So that's what true pass set grade is. They take out all the RPOs and the play, all the extra stuff, straight drop back pass, how you perform. And that's what true pass set grade is. So those are the interior offensive linemen that I picked, that I feel like EDC should kind of take a look at and maybe go get in round 1, 2, and 3. And again, I'm not going past 3. I'm only going to do 3. So next, we're going to move over to pass rushers. The first pass rusher, the only option I think we have a chance to get in the first round, if we stick at 14, Cassius Howell. That's the only one I think, pass rusher, I think we'll have a chance to get if we stick at 14, unless some quarterbacks jump up and they get picked or whatever. But Howell is the only one I think that'll be there for us at 14. Some stats on Howell. 81.2 overall grade, played in 13 games, 591 snaps. He had 12 sacks this year. Keep in mind, Bailey for Texas Tech, I think, led college football with 15. He had 12. If I'm not mistaken, Bain had 12 as well. Mesidor had 13. But Cassius Howell had 12. He had 2 quarterback hits, 27 hurries, and 3 batted balls. As far as his pass rush grade, 90.3. So he gets after the quarterback. Run defense is 73.6. Howell is a video is in that episode of Draft Junkies. I think the second episode of Draft Junkies that we did. Howell is one of the guys we did. No, not the second. Might be the third. Might be the one we did last week. It was the third episode. But Howell's one of those guys. His true pass set grade, which is the opposite for him, is how he did on straight pass, drop back passes, was 86.5. And then his pass rush win rate is almost 20%. So that means he winning 1 out of every 5 pass rush attempts. That's what that means. Then his run stop rate is 3%. But you see that's orange. That's his negative is against the run. He's not a run defender yet. But he's kind of slender too. But that boy, I know he quick, boy. He is. Like when I was watching the Miami game, like regular, he was flashing. Even though we beat him. When I say we, I'm talking about Miami. But he was flashing. All right. As far as in the second round, what kind of edge rushers do I feel like we have a chance to pick up? Gabe Yakas. Gabe Yakas was in that episode last week as well that we talked about. Number 17 from Illinois. And he's more of what we would go for with an outside linebacker, because I think he can do some drop stuff as well. But his overall grade was 78.3. Played in 12 games, 529 defensive snaps. He had 12 sacks as well. He had just as many sacks as Cassius Howell. Just as many sacks as Ruben Bain. 12. He had 7 QB hits, 22 hurries. And this is the guy I think that'll be there in the second round, if we so choose so. All right, his pass rush grade, 88.5. Again, not the greatest versus the run deep, but just like Howell as well. And keep in mind, people, we got T-Rob to play the run. Mike can play run and pass. So you just look at you right now, you're trying to get a guy that can get after the quarterback and be a depth piece and that can eventually be an elite pass rusher. Maybe. So that run D, as they get more bulk on them, they'll get better at run defense. All right, his true pass set grade is 86.3. Pass rush win rate is 14.9. Then his run stop grade is 7%. So that is Gabe Yakas. And then as far as where he aligns, over the tackle 48%, on the edge 48 snaps. On the edge, 471 snaps, and B gap 5, and off the ball as an off ball linebacker at 5 as well. And don't count out Gabe as being an off ball linebacker too. I think he got movement skills like that. All right. So I got 3 second round picks for this. I don't think there's a viable third round option. But I got 3 second round options. And so the first one was Gabe Yakas. Second, Zion Young. Now, this is more traditional, what we normally have on edge. 85 overall grade, played in 13 games, 569 snaps, 8 sacks, 17 hits, 32 hurries, and 2 batted balls. His pass rush grade, 82. Run defense grade. This is a guy that can run the ball. I mean, not run, can stop the run. This is a guy that can stop the run. He's a bigger, I'm gonna air quote this, thicker edge defender that plays the run as well as he plays the pass. His true pass set grade is 78.7. His pass rush win rate is 17.4, and then his run stop rate is 9.3. So this is a more traditional edge guy. And honestly, I think he'd slide in and be our defensive end and not necessarily an outside linebacker if he was picked. That's what I think. That's what I think he would do. All right. And then the third one, Romello Height. Number 9 for Texas Tech. All right. His overall grade last year. What up, Reedies? What up, Tars? Eva Lamar, Smelly. Victor, appreciate you. Appreciate y'all coming through. Cool Breeze, I see you. They ain't lethal no more. I'm old, man. Like you said, I'm old, man. You got me laughing. Got me off track. Let me start back over. Romello Height, number 9 for Texas Tech. Overall defensive grade, 92.5, played in 14 games, 598 snaps, had 9 sacks. He had 9, Bailey had 15. So this combination was in the top of NCAA in sacks. He had 11 quarterback hits, 42 hurries, no batted balls. His pass rush grade alone, 92.6. Crazy. Deep run defense, again, like the good pass rushers we saw that I showed you earlier, the run defense ain't been great. But as they get older and more mature and fill their body out, I think the run defense will get better. His true pass set grade, 91.2. That is awesome. Pass rush win rate, 21.8%. That's awesome. Run stop is 7.1. I think this is a guy that can be picked up in the second round and can kind of fill the needs that we want. And honestly, out of the 3 second rounders I just gave you, I would say Romello's the best. I would say that. He is light though. Yes, he is light, Blitzbacker. That's the negative. But Yakas ain't heavy either. Young is, but Young ain't as explosive as those guys. All right, let's move on to the third option. They said tight end was a need. So this is why Mesidor is not on this list. I don't think you pick Mesidor at 14, and I don't think he'll be there at 45. So that's why Mesidor is not on the list. I don't think you could pick him at 14, and I don't think he'll be there at 45. That's why Mesidor is not on the list. I have no clue who this is yet. I started my process late. I don't skim prospects like a lot of people do. So just so they can have a bunch of names to say they watched. So I don't have a clue who this is right now, Smelly. No clue. But again, that's me because I take my time and I don't skim through a bunch of people to say, oh, I watched this person, that person, that person. No. My process probably won't be like for real done till almost draft time because I take my time and try to give you honest opinions on it. And that's no knock to anybody else. I'm just kind of telling you how I roll. Let's see. All right. So, tight end. First one, Eli Styles. But again, no first round tight end is an option. Eli Styles, this is second round. I'm saying no first round tight end is an option. So if tight end is a need for us, there's nobody there in the first round that I would take at 14. Even though I like the kid from Oregon, not at 14. I don't like him at 14. So that's why he's not on here. But in second round, Eli Styles is an option in my opinion. From Vanderbilt, number 9. And in case y'all know, I love me some number 9s. Overall grade, 81.6. Played in 12 games, 333 pass snaps. Had 62 catches, 85 targets, 769 yards, 12.4 yards per catch, and 4 touchdowns. Before preseason, he probably blitz back. Are you into Vandy? Blitz back. You into Vanderbilt? Let me know. But anyway, receiving grade 85.3, yards per route run 255, drop rate 6%, contested catch 41.2, and then run block grade was 51.2. Again, like I was saying, preseason he probably was the best tight end out there. So I got two of my former players at Vanderbilt. Well, one of them just left and transferred back to FAMU, but the other one's still there. He played linebacker. Bryce Cowan, and then Chase Gillespie just left, and he can't come back to FAMU. But I had two players at Vanderbilt. Advanced stats. He had 4 drops this year. 4. Missed tackles 4 is 9. Average depth of target was 8.2. Deep catches he had 4. Deep yards 161. These are among tight ends now. These are among tight ends. Contested catches 7. So all these little blue, these are among tight ends only, not receivers as a whole. Among tight ends. Ashley in here? Yeah, hey Ashley, how you doing? Good evening. Appreciate you. Bud, what's good? All right. The other tight end I have, and this is a 3rd round tight end. So the only 2nd round tight end I see as an option for us is Stowers, and that's at 45. This next tight end will be in the 3rd round. Michael Trigg from Baylor. 72 overall grade, 11 games played, 382 snaps. Inline, he was 104. Slot, which is what a bunch of tight ends do now. Most of his snaps at 265. He had 50 catches out of 85 targets, 695 yards, 13.9 yards per catch, and 6 touchdowns. Receiving grade, 77.3, which is good. Yards per route is 2.8 for a tight end. That's not bad. Drop rate, kind of don't want that over 10. His 12.3. Contested catch, 41%, and then run block grade was 46. A lot of these tight ends, unless they just big and bulky, they trying to catch the ball. What up, Eric? They trying to catch the ball. That's what they doing. And as far as his advanced stats, he had 7 drops, 1 more than Stowers. Yards per catch, 4.5. Missed tackles for 17, which was 3rd. I would be willing to bet that the kid from Oregon was 1st in this. I don't have his little snapshot clip, but I'd be willing to bet the kid from Oregon was 1st and missed tackles forced by a tight end. Average depth of target 11.3, deep catches 7, deep yards 211, and then contested catches 7. So this is among tight ends with at least 25 targets. Just so you know that. All right, and those are the only 2 tight end options I have for us. What up, dog team? What's good? Only 2. So second round, I would say Stowers. Third round, I would say Michael Trigg. All right, the next thing they had on that list, they said we needed wide receivers. Wide receiver was an option. So I got you 3 wide receivers. 3. The first round target I feel for us as wide receiver, Jordan Tyson. Number 0 from Arizona State. That's who I feel like they first round option is. And then you just look at his grades. He's 82 overall, played 9 games with 324 snaps. He had 61 catches out of 97 targets, 711 yards, and 8 touchdowns. Receiving grade, 85.3. Yards per route, 2.3. Drop rate, only 1.6%. Only 1.6%. Contested catch, 43.8. And then grade versus man coverage, which is what some people was killing us with last year. Grade versus man coverage. 89 point. I'm sorry, just 89, not 89 point. 89. We need guys that can beat man coverage because when people got in man and just blitzed us, we had receivers that couldn't get open, or we were just holding the ball for some strange reason, 1 or 2, or we couldn't block them. Tyson made of glass. Where at any point that could be anybody's last snap. So him being made of glass don't really bother me. Because at any point, like you remember Ojabo? Ojabo got hurt at the combine. They ain't been worth crap since. So we'll see. We'll see. You want to get your quarterback a playmaker or not? I know everybody want to say Lemon. Lemon ain't gonna be there. Lemon gonna be the first receiver gone. He ain't gonna be there. All right, drops. He only had 1. Yards after catch, 4.3. Missed tackles force. And again, this is only for receivers with 50+ targets. Missed tackles force, 6. Average depth of target, 11.7. Deep catches, 5. Deep yards, 170. Screen catches, 11. Screen yards, 76. Slot catches, 17. Slot yards, 172. And then contested catches, 7. So you see the little rankings out beside it in the blue. What up, Frank? All right, and then the next wide receiver, I don't feel like there's an option in the second round for us as far as people I think that's going to be there. So these next 2 wide receivers are third round options, but I do like them. I do like both of them a lot. Malachi Fields from Notre Dame. 2025, 75 overall grade, 12 games played, 309 pass snaps. Had 36 catches on 62 targets, 630 yards, 17.5 yards per catch, 5 touchdowns. Remember, Notre Dame like to run the ball. Notre Dame like to run the ball. So this will be, if he's there in the third round, snatch him up. He's a big receiver too. He's a big receiver as well. Receiving grade was 76.2. Yards per route run, 2.2. Drop rate, 2.7, which to me is good. Excuse me. Contested catch rate, 47.8. Grade versus man coverage is not as great, but, everybody can't be that size and be shifty and whatnot versus man coverage. But then again, versus man coverage, he could just go over top of. Because I think, if I'm not mistaken, he's like 6'3", 6'4". So, it's a kid that I like. As far as his advanced stats, he only had 1 drop this year. 5.3 yards after catch or reception. 6 missed tackles force. Average depth of target, 16.4. He gets down the field. Deep catches, 8. Deep yards, 291. Screen catches, 3. And I don't care about that because if he's 6'4", he only be catching no screen. Let Zay do that. Screen yards, 22. Slot catches, 3. Slot yards, 36. Outside, be physical in the run game. Catches some deep balls. That's what it is. Catches some deep balls. And then the second receiver that I would take in the third round, Chris Brazzell II. Another tall guy. Speedster. His overall grade last year for Tennessee was 79.4. Pass snaps was 424. He had 61 catches on 86 targets with 1,006 yards and 9 touchdowns with 16.5 yards per catch. His receiving grade for this year was 80.6. Yards per route run, 2.57. Drop rate, 3.2. They only had 2 drops, though. You see it right down there. Contested catch rate, 41.2. Grade versus man, 68.5. Again, only had 2 drops. Yards after catch, 4. Missed tackles forced, 8. Average depth of target, 15.7. Deep catches, 13. Deep yards, 509. Screens, 10. Screen yards, 59. And then slot catches, 5. And slot yards, 88. And then contested catches, he had 7. He had 7 contested catches. And this is Chris Brazzell from Tennessee. Another tall receiver. Smelly says he's 6'5" and a good route runner. Yeah, I agree with this evaluation. I do. Hey coach, do you watch the NFL Combine? Yes, I do. No matter where I'm at. If I'm sitting at that, never mind. Never know who watch. Not gonna tell on myself. All right. They also had corner on the list. They had cornerback on the list as well. So I got you 2 corners, none in the first round. I got you a second round option and a third round option. Second round option is Brazzell's teammate, Colton Hood. Overall grade for 2025 was 79.2. I played in 12 games, had 774 defensive snaps. 451 of those were in coverage. He was targeted 52 times, gave up 28 catches, gave up 318 yards, gave up 1 touchdown, 1 interception. As far as his numbers, coverage grade 80.3. Run D grade 63.8, but for the most part, the corners have to tackle, but for the most part, we play them to cover. But you go against some teams that love to put corners in influx and make them tackle. Hold on a second. Tars, you trying to get blocked. Tars trying to get blocked. I know he's trolling, but he's trying to get blocked. I know he's trolling, but he's trying to get blocked. I'll go back to coverage grade. I don't know where I was. Coverage grade 80.3. Run defense grade 63.8. Completions 53.8. Man coverage 74.6. And then zone coverage 70.1. His advanced stats, and this is for cornerbacks with at least 350 snaps. Forced incompletions 8. Dropped interceptions 0. Coverage stops 13. Missed tackles 4. And then average depth of target versus him was 11.6. So again, not a first round option. Hood would be a second round option if they choose to go. Oh, that's okay. Understandable now. Okay, it makes sense now. Makes sense. What up, Nitro? What's good, Brody? What up? I'll be with Nitro in about 30 minutes on the second channel. Nitro and I will be together about 30 minutes in the second channel. And if you don't follow Nitro, click that link right there, right below his name, and it'll take you to his page, and you can go follow. Make sure you do that. All right. Let's see. The second cornerback option, but this will be a third round option. This won't be second. Colton Hood will be second round. This will be the third round option. Devin Moore. Here you go, Taurus. I got somebody for you, Taurus. I got one of you guys up here. Third round pick for us if we have to go corner. Devin Moore. Overall grade in 2025, 83. Games played in 11. Defensive snaps, 556. Coverage, 268. He gave up 17 catches versus 30 targets. Gave up 189 yards. Gave up 2 touchdowns. Had 2 interceptions with a passer rating of 70. His coverage grade was 81.5. Run defense grade, and you don't see this a lot with corners now. You don't see this a lot with corners. His run defense grade is 81.8. He gonna stick his nose in there. He will stick his nose in there. Completion percentage 56.7 that he gave up. Playing man, he got a 72.7. Playing zone 72.9. As far as his advanced stats, forced incompletions 4. He dropped the interception. He had 7 coverage snaps, missed 4 tackles, and then average depth of target versus him was 13. So that would be a third round option, Devin Moore. All right. So they had safety on here too, but I refused to do safety. So what I did was I went to the interior defensive line. So I looked at 14. Is there a guy at 14 I'll be willing to get? Yes. I'm gonna tell you in a minute. Is there a guy at 45 that I think will help us interior defensive line wise? But all the people that I think gonna be there? No. Is there a guy I think is gonna help us interior defensive line wise in the third round that's gonna help us that I think gonna be there? No. So for interior defensive line, I got you one name. And a lot of people not gonna like this name. I know one person gonna like this name. Tar's gonna like this name, but the rest of y'all not. Or probably not. But the one interior defensive line I think that we might have a shot of taking at 14. Caleb Banks. Caleb Banks. Now hear me out. 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 Only played in 3 games. Only played in 3 games this year. But he finished the season healthy. He was hurt at the beginning of their season. He finished their season healthy. So he's healthy now. So don't be like this would be drafting like a hurt. He's healthy now. And what he did in 2024, and then the movement skills he have now, I think this kid can be pretty darn good. I think Zoo now, again, it's a crapshoot at 14. It is, but the whole draft a crapshoot. The whole draft is. Every pick is a crapshoot. But let's go through his numbers. 68.8 overall grade, played in 3 games, 96 defensive snaps, didn't have a sack, didn't have a hit, had 3 hurries. Pass rush grade was 64, run defense grade was 68, true pass set was 62.8, pass rush win rate was 8, and then run stop grade was 4. Now, again, this would be the ultimate. No, Nitro gonna be on my second channel, Shelly. Nitro gonna be on my second channel. This is the one. This is the one I rolled the dice on right here. This will be the ultimate boom or bust prospect. But if you look at this tape and you see how he moves from from between B to B gap, I can see why the buzz was there preseason. Fortunately, he got hurt early in the season. And like Chris said when we talked about him on Draft Junkies, he could have shut it down. He didn't have to play at the end of that year. He could have shut it down, start getting ready for this draft process. But he fought like HE double hockey sticks to get back and played them last 2 games. Played well versus Tennessee. Played average versus Florida State. Hey, this the shot. This the shot. And that's part of it right here. This is part of the reason right here because we don't know what's going on there. We have no clue what's going on there. None. We have no clue. If we knew what was going on with Beaks, interior defensive line probably wouldn't be an option. Well, a need, I'm sorry. A need, not necessarily an option. A need. So, those are the names I gave you. I'm gonna go recap them real quick. So, let me go back to the beginning. I'll recap them. Then we'll get up out of here. And I'll get ready for the second show. All right. So, the positions they say we need. Interior offensive line, outside edge guys, and interior defensive linemen, tight end, wide receiver, cornerback, and I did not do safety. I was like, forget that safety. What up, Pompey? What's good? What's good? What's good? The combine will change everything, Benj, brother. You're right. A lot of opinions and stuff changed when them 40s come out. When them 40s come out, a lot of opinions changed. But this is what we got. As far as first round interior offensive lineman, we got Vega. In the second round, we take Pregnon or Chase. Third round, Rutledge is an option. When you come to your pass rush edge guys, in the first round, Cassius Howe. Second round, Yakas, Young, or Romello Height. I think Romello Height is the best of those 3. I think. Then they say we need a tight end. No first round tight end. Second round, Eli Stowers. Third round, Michael Tree. Wide receiver. First round option, Jordan Tyson. No second round option, in my opinion. Third round option, Malachi Fields and Chris Brazzell II. Then you look at corner. No first round option for corner for me. Second round, Colton Hood. Third round, Devin Moore. And then the ultimate gamble on IDL, a first round pick for Caleb Banks. And so that's what I got for it. Let me know, what you guys think. Whether it's cool, dumb, or whatever, because I'm gonna go back and watch. I'm gonna go back and look at the chat to see what y'all was talking about while I was talking, because I couldn't go as much as I wanted to. But just so you know, Nitro and myself will be live in about 30 minutes on the second channel on More Sip the Tally. So you can go over there. If it didn't, like somebody said, they clicked and brought them back here. The link is not the link. The actual name is More Sip the Tally. It's just like this one. MORE, then Sip the Tally. And that's the link to that's the link. That's the name of the second channel. But as far as Nitros, she said she clicked that one. You clicked it. Let me click and see what happened. Hold on. Where is it? Where is it? I don't see it. I clicked it. Oh, it did take me back to mine. So maybe I put wrong link in there for Nitro. I did. So maybe I put the wrong link in there for Nitro. So I had to go back and fix Nitros. Thank you. I think Shelly has said that I got to go back and fix Nitros. So that's probably why that happened. All right. With that being said, man, I appreciate y'all. Y'all could have been anywhere in the world, but y'all chose to be here with me. Enjoy the rest of y'all night sippers. I'll see y'all in about 30 minutes over on More Sip the Tally. Peace and love, y'all.
Who is this?